chat about your powerlifting journey. Right. Cool.
Okay.
Awesome. So we are live. There we go. Martina Pisano, welcome to Coffee and Conversations with Champions, the powerlifting edition. It's awesome to have you on the show.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself?
Okay, yes. I am Martina Pisano. I'm 38 years old and I am a power lifter.
Yep.
So I am originally from Italy, but I got the British citizenship. I moved to England 10 years ago. And basically, after 5 years, you can get the residency, and then after a year, you can apply for the citizenship. So
Mm-hmm.
this is like one of the best achievements of my life. I'm still super proud of it. I still
Absolutely.
remember the day I became British. Like you have to. I all dressed up. It was all after lockdown, so it was at home.
Oh, okay.
But I dressed up very like elegant for the occasion. It was
Mm,
still the queen at the time.
yes.
It was beautiful. Yeah, it
Oh,
was really good.
fantastic. Sure. What made you decide to move to Britain?
I only wanted to learn a year actually,
Mm-hmm.
to learn English and stay there
Okay.
a year
Yes.
and then go somewhere else. But I basically I graduated in Sicily for
Okay.
electronics degree.
Mm-hmm.
And then I moved to Milan, to the north of Italy, to study my master's degree. Then after my master's degree, I wanted to just learn English. So I was like, why don't I just go to England, maybe just for a year, learn English, and then go somewhere else?
Yes.
And so I went and I found a job for Dyson.
Okay.
So
Fantastic.
the amazing. I actually stayed there for 5 years working for
Okay.
Dyson. I designed the electronics for the hairdryer,
Okay.
for
So
the
you do
for the.
light current or heavy current?
Oh yeah, I
Yeah.
do. Like heavy current.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. That's phenomenal. So for any of the models that we would know for Dyson?
Yeah, the hairdryer.
Yes.
The first
Fantastic.
version, that one is I designed electronics for that, and they gave one for free. They gave me one for free,
Yes. Oh,
which is amazing.
that's phenomenal. Okay, cool. So then after that, the 5 years at Dyson?
After the 5 years at Dyson, I moved to Plymouth, that is
Mm-hmm.
in Devon, down southwest of England. And I was working for Collins Aerospace, so totally
Sure.
different market, but still amazing.
Mm, mm. Sure.
And then in
Tutto bene.
2021,
Sì.
tutto bene.
Sì.
Your
Yep.
Italian is really good.
Grazie.
Prego. And then in 2021, just
Mm.
after lockdown, I moved to London
Mm-hmm.
for a startup, and I was designing robots,
Okay.
which is totally different again.
Sure.
And then in 2022, I moved to Turin in Italy,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
where I am right now.
No. Okay.
So yeah, I moved around a little bit.
Well, that's cool. At least the weather is better in Turin than in the UK at the
Yeah.
moment. So, how did you get started in powerlifting?
All right. So this is a
Mm.
little bit of a long story.
Okay, hold on.
Um,
Okay, I'm getting right.
okay.
Go.
Right. Are we ready?
Ready? So.
Let's do it. So basically, since I was a child, I was always into sport.
Hmm.
I first started doing volleyball. So since when I was 4 until I was 14, I did volleyball. Um, and I was actually quite good. At 14, I was playing for under 21.
Sure.
But then,
Okay.
yeah, everybody grew taller, and
Yeah.
I just stayed the same. I am quite short. I'm like 150 centimeters,
Okay.
4'11".
That's perfect. That's
So
not
I
short. Mm-mm.
got quite small.
Yeah.
So basically on the last season, I just didn't play any game. I was sat on
Hmm.
the bench and I was like, it's time for me to find another sport.
Yeah.
So I kind of found football. I
Hmm.
was playing weekly football matches with friends, nothing serious. And then after a while, I joined some gyms, first in Milan and then
Hmm.
in Malmesbury in England. And I was well into cardio classes.
Okay. Yeah.
And I was doing body combat and body pump,
Mhm. Yes.
and I loved it so much so that I decided to become an instructor. So
Okay.
I am now qualified. I've got the level 2 of exercise to music.
Hmm. The
Like
the
this
body
is a,
combat music is phenomenal. Absolutely love
it's
it.
amazing, isn't it? It's so
Absolutely
much
love it.
fun
Yeah.
and so dynamic.
Yeah.
And so, as a side job, after being full job at Dyson, I was
Mm.
also teaching body combat and body pump
Right.
as a side job. But it was super rewarding, especially when people were coming to me and saying, "Oh, you're helping me with my anxiety,
Mm. Sure.
and or you're helping me just to get up on of the sofa."
Yeah.
So like this is really good. I was um, I was training while teaching, and people were benefit from it.
Yes.
So it was a win-win. It was really good.
Awesome.
But then when lockdown started, I had to
Mm.
stop.
Okay.
So yeah, that was the only reason why I stopped,
Mm.
basically. Unfortunately, because I kind of tried teaching over Zoom, but it wasn't fun. It wasn't the same.
Mm-hmm.
So I basically just gave up. I had all the weights at home. I had this barbell, and these little barbells that are like you can build them together. You can
Yes.
do
Yes.
dumbbells. So I
And it
trained on
takes
my
10
own.
minutes to yeah.
To screw them.
Yeah.
Yes, so I was just training at home with those during lockdown. I had a
Hmm.
big terrace. It was beautiful weather in
Mm.
England for the lockdown.
Sure.
And I was training. And then,
Mhm.
but maximum, I probably had 42.5 kg.
Okay.
And I was like, I wonder if I can deadlift that.
Okay.
And at that time was whoa, it was a big weight for me
Mm.
because I probably only deadlifted 25 kg,
Okay.
and then I wanted to know what my one rep max was, and when I managed to do 42.5, I was like, whoa, victory!
Well, we have to do this.
Yay!
Perfect. Awesome. Because also
Thank you.
you've got the diameter is smaller, right, of the plates. So you're having to pull it further with the 42. So it's even
Yes,
harder
exactly.
than a conventional bar.
Yeah, they were all
Even better. Yeah.
stuck.
Yep. Fantastic.
Um,
Hmm.
but yeah, so I was on my terrace deadlifting 42 kg and also squatting from my kitchen top.
Okay.
Totally safe.
Yeah, yeah, that's fine. Yep. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, totally safe. So then, when lockdown lifted
Mm.
in September, we had like the first lockdown lifted in September 2020,
Hmm.
and I started going to a gym, and I joined a like some classes, some personal training
Hmm.
classes.
Hmm.
And with this personal trainer, I actually learned how to do all the accessory works. They weren't accessory; they were like all the exercises basically.
Yeah. The fun stuff.
Um, yes,
Yeah.
and I became stronger. I
Hmm.
started becoming stronger, and with him, I was testing my one rep max on squat, deadlift, and
Hmm.
sometimes even on bench.
Sometimes.
But I didn't like bench. Yeah, I just
Okay.
didn't like
Yeah.
it. I probably just didn't even have the right technique, and
Hmm.
I probably could lift 37 kg max.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like,
That's okay. Nothing wrong. Yep.
yeah, that's okay. You have to start from somewhere. And
Absolutely.
but for squat, I probably managed 80 kg, not even to
Sure.
death, but
Mm, mm.
but I felt strong. And
Yes.
with deadlift, probably 90 again, 95, which was good.
Very.
And then another lockdown hit, and I
Mm,
was stuck at home again. But I kept those exercises,
mm-hmm.
and also that personal trainer. I was feeling a little bit soft, and that personal trainer put me on a diet, and
Mm-hmm.
I kind of stopped talking to him, and I kept the diet, but I was only eating 1,200 calories a day,
Wow.
and I was training a lot, and I was getting super defined and
Mm-hmm.
super lean.
Mm.
And the leaner I got, the more I liked. So the problem is that I started eating 800 calories,
Okay.
like
Mm.
less and less and less. Like my period didn't come anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, for a woman, it's actually
Mm-hmm.
quite
Mm-hmm.
bad.
Yeah.
I was eating probably under 20 grams of fat a day, which
Okay.
is bad,
Mm,
which
mm-hmm.
is really bad. So I I like myself. I like the way I looked. I like how defined I was. All my abs were showing. I like
Yeah.
everybody got fat during lockdown. I got shredded. This was like, whoa, I love the way I looked. I was taking so many selfies and
Mm-hmm.
pictures and
Yep.
stuff, but I was hungry. I was
Mm.
waking up at night, super hungry. And then the scale was dropping down
Mm-hmm.
from 48 kg. It went down to 44, 43,
Sure.
42. When it went to 39, something just clicked.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the point when I said, I need to start eating. I
Mm-hmm.
need to
Mm-hmm.
recover from this. This
Yeah.
is too much.
Right.
Yeah, I think it was
Mm-hmm.
something mentally. I felt like I was still fat. Like
Yes,
you see,
I understand
this
that.
is yeah, this is not healthy anymore.
That
But at
that's
that
the
point,
problem with the weight loss. We can never be thin enough. We will always be
yes,
too fat. And then powerlifting gives us a weight to chase that we can see, where the weight in our head is never right.
yes, exactly. So I basically decided to that I had to wait to eat, to
Mm-hmm.
gain weight, to gain fat as well, and
Mm-hmm.
to eat
Mm-hmm.
more fat. So I probably just didn't look at myself in the mirror for 6 months. I just
Okay.
didn't like it. It was painful to see
Mm-hmm.
myself getting bigger and heavier, but I focused on my health,
Yes.
and that helped me.
True.
Yeah, so I did it all on my own during lockdown. It was hard. But then I actually decided to move to London. So I moved to London, I changed gym,
Mm-hmm.
and I felt better. And then after 6 months I was in London, I two friends of mine told me, even that personal trainer that was back in Plymouth, they told me like, "Oh, you actually lifted. I actually started lifting more. I started lifting 90 kilograms
Okay.
on deadlift,
Sure.
and they
So
told me
as your
like,
weight went up, your weight on the bar went up as well.
yes,
Mm-hmm.
exactly. So I was still keeping my training up and like trying my one RM, and then when I did lifting 90 kilograms, I was like, wow, this is a big milestone. Especially
Mm-hmm.
my weight was still 44 kg,
Sure. So double
and
body
they were
weight.
like, yeah, my body
Mm.
weight,
Mm.
and they were like, have you ever thought about competing? And I what competing what? I thought about yeah, bodybuilding. Like, no,
Mm,
no,
mhm.
this is
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
not for me. And they're like, no, no, powerlifting. What's that? And like, you can compete on the weight you lift.
Mm, mm, mm.
Whoa, that was like. eye-opening. That was so good. But I couldn't find anyone in London at that time, and this friend of mine introduced me to my actual coach that is in Italy.
Okay.
So he's got some people that are now they went to the world to worlds, junior
Mm-hmm.
worlds, Europeans and stuff.
Yes.
But I didn't know anything at that time. So I talked to him in January 2022, and so I started with him. I was sending him my videos
Mm-hmm.
on, but I was training on my own in London, like at 7 a.m. I was
Mm-hmm.
training with my headphones on. So it wasn't too much of a community at that time.
Yes.
It was
Okay.
very much myself training at 7 a.m. to 9 a.m., then working from home on my own.
Mm-hmm.
So I felt
Sure.
a little bit isolated. Um,
Mm-hmm.
but and so I kind of found I went out in London and I tried to find people, and I found a gym where Paul Marsh actually takes classes.
Okay.
Um, and that's how I met them. Basically, how it all started. I felt a little bit like out of place with them because I was used to train with my headphones on my
Mm-hmm.
own, and they were all together. They were a
Yes. And
community.
talking.
But
And talking.
yes,
Absolutely. Socializing.
everybody
Yeah.
talking, and everybody helping each other,
Mm-hmm.
spotting each other. And I was like, whoa, what is this? What is going on? I felt intimidated, but I felt included. It was
Mm-hmm.
a bit
Sure.
strange. And but I only could go there on the weekends because it was an hour away from my house, from my flat.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
But not every, probably once a month on Sunday morning, Saturday morning, I was going there. And that was such a good opportunity for me. But I didn't know who they were. I didn't know
Okay.
who Paul
Who?
Marsh was.
Yeah.
I didn't know who
You didn't know
Sophia was.
who you were training with.
Yes, I had no idea.
Mm.
um, but you know that at that point I was a bit isolated, and
Mm.
I kind of had to leave the place where I was working, and I couldn't find a job in London, so I looked in Italy and I found a job in Italy where I
Okay.
am now.
Yes.
And I work here. I'm very happy here.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I still think about probably going back to London at some point and train with them and everything. But here, I actually found a community
Mm-hmm.
because my coach is from Turin, and
Okay.
I now have what they have there in
Right.
London. I found a
Yes.
community. I found people I can open up with. And on Sunday morning, for example, we train together.
Mm-hmm.
And the other day we were putting reggaeton music on. It was a party.
Yeah.
So, you know,
Fantastic.
like now at 6 p.m., you just wait to see them.
Yes.
And it's always, you know, you have this community, you have these people you train with. So that has totally changed.
Oh, that's
Um,
fantastic.
yeah, so basically powerlifting is more about the community and
Mm.
the weight on the bar. This is keeping me healthy.
Absolutely. It's, those are the two most valuable points about the sport, about powerlifting. You said community and the weight on the bar, because when you want the weight on the bar to go up, you have to make sure that everything is going well. Your nutrition, your sleep, your recovery, as well as your training.
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
I think I can relate quite well because um, I I've been sober now 18 years. Well, the next month, and I was
Oh,
drinking.
congratulations.
Thank you. I was drinking 20 drafts a day at the end, so I was massive. And when I stopped drinking over 3 years, I lost about 50 kilograms. And I went down to 78, 76 kilos, and I was training 4 hours a day, loving it, getting leaner and leaner, also restricting calories, no fats, basically vegetables and lean protein, getting the abs, getting the six pack. But I couldn't lift a 20-kilogram punch bag overhead. So my endurance was great for fighting because we were doing mainly jiu-jitsu and Western boxing and some of the other martial arts. The fighting was great, but the strength was not there. And for
Yeah.
me, like your weight on the scale, when you saw that number hit 39, when I couldn't lift that bag up, I realized there's a problem here. And then I started to go back up. And what I tell people I love about powerlifting is I'm in 105 now, walking on I'm 106.3 this morning. And I might go to 120 if I want to. So that's the fun part. Because I came from
Yeah,
83,
go for
93,
it.
105. It's too much
All of
fun.
them.
Yeah, absolutely. So, have you done competitions? How's the competing been going?
Yeah, yeah. So I've done a few competitions.
Hmm.
2 years. I started 2 years ago.
Hmm.
I only did bench only. Then I did deadlift only. Actually, for the deadlift only, I placed third in the
Okay,
competition,
fantastic. Yeah.
which was fantastic. Yes, I only did my opener because I had the fever that day. I was feeling really bad, and I
Hmm.
only did the opener,
Okay, but that's a
but it
good
was enough.
placement.
So,
Yeah, fantastic.
yes,
Sure.
exactly.
Th-
And then I did my first full power last year,
mhm.
and
Okay.
I totaled 295
Oh.
at a 47 kg
Hmm.
weight, which was really good. And then this year, Paul Marsh actually contacted me. We're still in touch,
Okay.
and he follows me, and he was like, "Hey, why don't we do uh, regionals, and then we can do the All Englands, and
Hmm.
then it's a Commonwealth here. Why don't we do
See?
it?"
Yep.
And so he was like, I'll take you to the platform, and
Mm.
I'll be there handling you. Like,
Oh.
okay, like, I had no idea. So
Hmm.
and then I did the April London regional, spring
Yeah.
regional competition,
Hmm.
and it was only me as a 47. I mean, this is the only dislike, the only thing I don't like about
Yeah.
my, weight class, because there are not many 47s. In Italy, it's actually very competitive. There are like
Ah,
five,
okay.
6 people, and they're all good.
Mm.
But in England, that day it was only me. And then when I did the All England,
Mm.
we were 2 people.
Okay.
But it was a battle. It was
Mm.
really, really good. I love that
Ah,
competition.
awesome. Yeah.
To be honest, I actually lost. We drew. We
Okay.
tied total, and
Mm.
she was 200 grams lighter, so she won.
Yep, that's
Yeah,
the sport. Yeah.
it happens. Yeah, also she's a puller. In this
Mm-mm.
sport, if you are a deadlifter, you got a little bit of advantage.
Yep.
I'm more of a squatter.
Okay. So
And
the
so,
deadlifters have the advantage in the competition, but the squatters have the courage on the platform.
all right. Oh, okay. Thank you.
Because
Thank
deadlift
you
you
for
can
this.
drop. No, for sure. Deadlift you can drop. Bench press you've got the safeties. Squat, it's you. Yeah, the spotters are there, but you've got to get down and up. So that's the thing to remember.
Oh, yeah.
The real
Yeah,
courage, the
yeah, yeah.
courage is in the squat, because it's what the exercise people don't like to do. Mm.
So true. So
Yep.
true. I do love it. It's like a paradigm of life, It's
Yes.
and what I like is the same, in when we train all together. I noticed that you can't really fake a lift. It's
Mm-hmm.
either you do it or you
You
don't.
don't. Yep.
And it's and with these people where I train with, we are opening up to each other, like
Yes.
even with
Ah.
our life
Mm-hmm.
experiences.
Mm-hmm.
And this is so good. And this is because you don't fake anything.
Yes.
You're
That's it.
there, and
Yeah.
you become friends. This is why I like it as well.
That's such a good point. And this is the first time we've heard this in this series of conversations that we're having with athletes and with coaches. It's honest because the sport is honest. The people that you hang
Mm.
around, there's honesty, there's connection, and that's what's so wonderful. Thank you for that. There was really appreciate you sharing that view because that's what
Yeah.
makes it so special, the honesty. Sure.
Yeah,
So,
yeah, this is
okay,
so true.
yeah. So you came second, and then what happened?
Yeah, I came second. I still applied for the for the Commonwealth. Um, and so first I was chosen as a reserve.
Mm-hmm.
But I still like, when they told me I was down in Sicily in a trip,
Mm-hmm.
and all my family were like, "No, you're a reserve. Just don't accept." And I was like, "No, if I don't accept, I will regret it forever. Like, no point, no."
Yep.
So I accepted soon, and probably the week after, they confirmed me because I think the other 47 wasn't going. So I took, actually, I was confirmed.
Well, then we have to do this. Bravo.
Yay!
Yeah. So how did that
And
feel?
oh, so good. I was so happy. I couldn't believe it. For
Mm.
some days, I still couldn't believe it. And at first, I felt like I got such a big responsibility.
Yeah.
And when the nomination came up, I was always checking all the others, like stalking, stalking everyone.
That's why we love
And
Instagram.
I know,
Yeah.
right? And Paul was like, "No, it's too early to stalk people."
Yeah. And you
No, but
said it's
this
never
is
too
so much
early to
better.
stalk people. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fun.
Yeah.
We love it. We
Absolutely.
love watching
Yep.
the others, what they're doing. It's also motivating, to be honest.
Yes.
And I already knew one of the other girls who is competing, Nicola Murray from
Mm-hmm.
Scotland,
Yes.
because I heard them in a podcast, and she had an injury last year, like she couldn't even walk, and now she's squatting 120 kilograms. So like
Yep.
she was already an inspiration for me, and now I'm competing with her.
Yeah.
I'm super
Awesome.
happy about that. You know,
Yeah. Nicola was
I
one of our
messaged
first
her.
conversations that we had. She's been on the
Oh,
podcast as well. So yeah.
oh yeah,
So
yes.
fantastic.
No, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like even if we are like against each other,
Mm.
this sport just unify people.
Yep. You're lifting for yourself to get the number against the other athlete, but as soon as you're done, you're going and cheering for them because you want them to do as well as possible.
Yes,
Yeah. As you
so
said,
true.
you don't want to be lifting in a division on your own where there's no fight, there's no battle.
Yes, in fact, I'm actually quite intrigued by this competition. We are four
Mm.
people. It's not only two, luckily.
Yeah.
I think it's
Yeah.
gonna be a little bit of a battle.
It's going to be
So
fun. Yeah.
it's super motivating.
That's absolutely fantastic. So, what have you got your kit yet?
I haven't got my kit. Paul has got it because
Okay.
it was too much of a faff to deliver it to Italy. So he's
Mm-mm.
got my kit, my tracksuit. He's got everything.
Oh,
I
brilliant.
will just try on directly there in South Africa.
Yep.
So I'm going there on the 4th of October,
Okay.
and I'm competing on the 7th of October.
Okay. So you're competing on, I think, is it the Wednesday? The 7th is Monday.
Yes,
Okay,
Monday.
perfect. Yeah, Monday. So you're arriving on the Friday. So I'm going to be, because I'm doing the announcing, which I love. It's my favorite thing. You can see I love a microphone. So it's too
Yay!
much fun. So I'll be coming in on the very early Sunday morning and we'll be there for the week until Friday. So it's going to be a lot of fun. And Sun City's fantastic. It's really, really good.
Oh, is it? I'm
Yeah,
looking forward to go
that's
there. To
sure.
go there.
So, how did your family take it that you accepted the nomination as a reserve and you've made the team? What was that like for them?
No, amazing. They are super proud. They couldn't believe it.
Oh,
Yeah,
oh, yep,
they know how much I'm
yeah,
into powerlifting now. And I'm dedicating a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of
hmm
effort. But
yes.
I'm super happy. It's like for me, it's fun.
Absolutely. It's and you get to travel the world, you get to go to fun places, you get to meet amazing people, and yeah,
Yes.
you learn and you grow. And it's really a sport you don't ever grow old in because we can do this until Master 5, 6, 7. We can keep going. So it's going to be
Yes, exactly.
yeah.
I needed
Mm,
something to keep me going.
yes,
And you can always have another goal for next year and another one for the year
yeah,
after.
that's it.
And I'm now 38. I'm
Hmm.
already thinking about Masters one.
Yep.
I've looked at all of the records and stuff.
Good. And the amazing, the thing I love about being in powerlifting, I'm now masters 2. So the older I get, the easier it gets, but the strength's not dropping off, but the require, it's getting a little bit easier. And then you could always still compete in open, which is fantastic. And then when you get Master 1, Master 2, Master 3, we have a South African who's Master 4, he's Master 5 next year, but he's still going for all the records in Master 3, Master 2, and Master 1. So it just it keeps evolving. It doesn't ever get boring, which is absolutely wonderful.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
So how
Yeah,
how
I
is
still
oh,
feel a little bit of, pardon?
no, go ahead, please. Sorry.
No, I was only saying I still feel a bit of responsibility for being
Yes,
part of Team England.
sure.
So at the beginning, I was kind of freaking out. I was like, oh no, I need to be on the podium. I need to show. I need to represent England.
Mm, mm,
But then I kind of relaxed. I was like, okay, you are actually competing for yourself. You need to go there, yeah, show your strength, do what
hmm
you can do, but it is for yourself. And
yes.
that kind of like relaxed me. Also, Paul
Good,
was
good.
like, come on, like trust the process. You're
Mm-hmm.
doing well. He gave me some tips on complementary exercises and
Mm-hmm.
stuff. And now I'm happy. I'm fine. I'm loving the process.
Okay, good. That's and having a coach like Paul in your corner as well, and the England team there just to manage you and to keep an eye on you. That all you have to do is lift the weight, and they've got your back. And it's such great advice because the you want to have as little pressure on yourself as possible.
Yeah,
You don't want to be bringing
yeah.
too much. You have to lift the bar, not the whole country. You get the whole country up, you get the bar up, the country will come up on its own with you.
So true.
Yeah.
So true.
So,
Yeah, I need to focus on that.
yep, that's it. Just the bar. This is the beautiful thing about powerlifting. The bar's the same, the weights are the same, the rack's the same, the platform's the same, as if it's in your gym where you train. And think about it, the plates are bigger than when you started, so they're going to be easier to pull. Imagine pulling the numbers you want to pull where the weights are this big. It would be very difficult. Doing deficit deadlifts. Have you ever
So true.
have you ever done deadlifts off the block? Where you stand on a block and pull
Yeah,
deadlift? Yeah, too much. And then
yeah.
we
Oh, I hate that.
yeah,
It's
and
hard.
crocodile. No, it's horrible. And crocodile deadlifts as well, where it just no 70. It's 80. Your 85% of your one rep max every minute for 30 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's they call it crocodile deadlifts because you're crying crocodile tears after. It's horrible, horrible. You have to make sure
I
you
didn't
you
know that one.
yeah you have to make sure you're eating.
Yeah.
I hope you never know that. So just don't you don't want to know
What did you do to deserve that?
that. I don't know. I did it once only, and then I had a conversation with the coach. It's like this is too much like cardio, please. So
You're fired.
You're fired, yeah. Well, so I was fortunate enough to train with a coach, Rodney Anthony, who's one of the original coaches in South Africa. So many of the gyms and the coaches have come through him first as lifters and then gone out. So you can't really fire him. You
Maybe
can
not.
ask nicely, yeah, and you can bribe him with biltong. So that's fine. If I bring him food and then it makes it better. So yeah. So how is powerlifting in Italy? How is it coming along? How is it growing?
It is quite good, quite,
Mm,
I think the level is coming up.
okay.
We got, for the 47, we had two people this year for Worlds, even last year.
Okay.
Two people went to Worlds. They placed, I think, fifth and fourth, or fourth and third, I can't
Hmm.
remember.
Okay.
Um, but and all of the others, like 63, we got two people quite strong. We got 69, Carola Garra, super strong. She's going to Sheffield. She
Y-
won
Sure.
Worlds.
Okay.
Um,
Awesome.
yeah, I mean, I'm too biased on the female side.
That's
Uh,
fine.
yeah, sorry. But also for the men, yeah, we got people. I
Mm-hmm.
actually know a friend of mine who trains in my gym,
Mm-hmm.
who owns the 83 bench press junior world record,
Okay. Sure.
which was really good. He won it last year.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's
for
very
me,
cool.
83 is need to bench 200 kilo minimum.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, I need to like no open up your mind.
Yeah.
This is not the standard.
Yeah. Yeah.
This is the world record.
Yeah. But the 200's a good standard. It's a good place to start. That I've seen it several times. It either goes very well or it doesn't go well, where lifters open on world records. So they,
Oh,
yeah.
so
So
dangerous.
yeah, very dangerous. At least get your squat in first before you do that. Get that
Yeah.
one lift in. So yeah. I'm quite famous for doing that, like opening really light and then maybe jumping 80 kilos or 60 kilos or 40 kilos because it's easier to do. No, but I go in
Wow.
super easy. I'm lazy. I'm lazy with my warm up. Um, I'd prefer just to walk onto the platform and go.
You warm up on the
So
platform.
yeah, pretty much. So which is fine. So for
Yeah, I'm not very good at big jumps.
yeah,
So I kind of need to
mm,
go closer to what my maximum is.
right.
Uh,
No, I'm better with the
but
big
yeah,
jumps. I'm
you
not a
need
fan of
to,
like no.
yeah, oh, lucky you.
Yeah,
Lucky you.
yeah. I don't know if it's lucky or maybe it's lucky or lazy. I don't. But yeah, it just like I need to know I've got stuff left in the tank before I go. So um, I remember one of my first comps ever was I think when it was my first international, which was Africa Champs 2015 or 2016 in Morocco, which was fantastic. And I think I opened on the deadlift was like one. I think I did like a 145 and then a 175 and then went 195, 197.5. Missed it, but yeah, so it,
No.
it wouldn't have worked.
Oh,
I just, the handbrake was on and I'm like, come on, come on, come on. My deadlift and my squat are terrible because I've got it with my back. Horrible. For 2 years, I mean, I couldn't break 125 on squat and deadlift, but I was benching 165. So
no way.
yeah, so
No.
made my point.
At least one lift.
That's it. And you can have a nap. You don't. If you're training, you do a rep, and it's perfect. It's what makes the sport so special. So, have you got any plans for next year after Commonwealth,
Um,
or are
so
you leaving
after
that up to Paul?
Commonwealth,
Sorry.
no, basically we got British nationals
Yep.
in November. I think I'm doing that one also because why not?
Yeah,
Maybe,
absolutely.
the other 47 girls will be there. That
Hmm.
one I competed at the All England with, and also Nicola Murray will be there.
Hmm.
And
Okay.
we're all there. We've got the similar total.
Hmm.
So it's another battle. So why not?
Absolutely. That's
So
it's the
that's yeah,
so
it keeps you so motivated. You want to
mm,
do the next one and then the next
yeah.
one. So Brett's next competition,
Oh, excuse me.
and I'm not sure that one will probably qualify for. Uh, I don't think we're gonna go to Worlds because there's another girl who's a lot stronger than us, and
Hmm.
I hope she will go because she deserves it. She's so good.
Oh, fantastic.
Um, and then, but maybe we could do Western Europeans,
Hmm.
one of them, one of us. Um, if not, then I would do Brits next year to qualify for Masters.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
I'm
Are you
already like
get looking? So are
thinking
you
about
going? You
Masters.
going into Masters next year or
Next year I'm
2026?
39, so
Okay. Yeah.
26. Yeah, yeah, I'll
Okay.
be
No,
lucky
because I
one.
think we've got master. We've got masters. No, we've got juniors in 2026, and I think we've got one of the masters next year in Cape Town. So it's going to be fun. We host some good
Oh,
comps. Yeah.
oh
So,
wow.
but I think we're going to get some more competitions coming down to Cape Town as well. So Sun City is fabulous, and Cape Town is awesome. So we've got some really good resorts. But Sun City is going to be incredible. So lots of swimming pools. There's a wonderful water park. You're in a game reserve basically. It's absolutely beautiful. It's safe. It's just gardens everywhere, lush vegetation. It's green. It's going to be nice and warm, probably 28, 30 degrees. It's warm
Oh
evenings as
wow.
well. Some great restaurants, good coffee shops as well. So I'm bringing my coffee machines with me. So they'll, if you need espresso, you say, "Scusi, due espresso, prego." Say, "Okay, fine, here we go." So you can have your pre-lifting espresso. I think in World Bench, I took about 400 pods in espresso, and we went through all of them. So as soon as lifters find out where there's good coffee, that's where they all come through to. So
Yes.
yeah,
I'll come and stop by before
yeah,
deadlift.
absolutely. First deadlift, second deadlift, third attempt. There we go. And then you standing on the podium like this.
Shaking.
No, yeah, never. No, you're Italian. It's part of your blood. So
Yeah.
exactly. Also, so is there anything sort of that you're wanting to do at Sun City? Anything that you're wanting to try that you heard that you'd like to know about?
Um, no, basically, I mean, I'll be there for some days
Mm,
before competition, so I'm probably just going to go around, probably meet with the team,
yeah.
swimming pool and stuff. And
That's yeah.
but I'm gonna do after my competition, I'm gonna do a safari,
Okay. Perfect.
because
Yeah. It's there.
I'm there.
Pilansberg.
So yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay.
And
Awesome.
then I'm gonna go to Cape Town.
Ah,
I,
beautiful.
I just want to make a trip out of it,
Yeah.
because you never know if you're gonna go there again. So why
Too
not?
true. Yep. Absolutely. Cape Town has got
um,
fantastic restaurants. It's just beautiful beaches. And it's a really, really wonderful location. It's a very special place. I grew up there. I grew up in Camps Bay on
oh,
the beach, so it was a very special childhood. But yeah, so you'll how long are you in Cape Town for?
5 days.
Okay, perfect. It's good. So you could do a
Yeah,
month, but five
yeah.
days is good.
I wish.
Yeah,
Yeah, I've tried asking, working from home, from remote.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but then again, like if you actually do work during the day, then you have only the nights to actually
Yes,
go around. So I just it was just wasn't worth it.
worth it.
And so I was like, okay, I'm just gonna take the days off, enjoy my time, and then I go back to
Yes, and
work.
come back. Yeah. Well, the value with Cape Town, sort of in December, the sun's setting at about 9:30 at night. So now probably sunset in Cape Town is about 7:30 or so. So it's pretty good. You get lovely evenings. So yeah, it's a lot of fun. If you can get to Hermanus, it's about a 2.5 hour drive from Cape Town for the day. It's definitely worthwhile to go. It's a beautiful little town, art galleries, coffee shops, restaurants, beautiful walks along the beachfront. It's fabulous. So there's so many special places around Cape Town. Definitely, it's going to steal your
Amazing.
heart. Yeah, Sun City as well, but Cape Town for sure.
Amazing. Will you be there?
Cool. I'm going to be at Sun City, not in Cape Town, unfortunately. So I'm based in Johannesburg.
Okay.
I am going to be
Ah,
in
you're
Cape
based in
Town in a
Japan.
couple of weeks though for a friend's function. But yeah, so although maybe after the whole comp, Cape Town could be a pretty good idea. So you need to keep nagging me, please. Okay, if you nag me, then I have to go. Okay, deal.
Okay.
Cool,
Deal.
perfect, deal, awesome. Is there from your side? Is there anything else that you'd like to share or to talk about with powerlifting?
No, I think I said everything I wanted to
Yeah.
share.
Okay, cool. I love your entry into the sport, and I love how you've gotten into the England team as well. You know, sort of Paul messaging you saying, "Hey," that's really cool. You know, it is such a family sport. It's really, I mean, it's a very very special community. So really love doing this and love being part of it. So yeah,
Thank you. Thank you for
yeah.
this, really.
No, thank you for your time, Martina. We really loved talking to you. It was fantastic, and it was molto bene. See, bene,
Molto bene. Yes.
molto bene. Grazie.
Molto bene. Molto
I
bravo.
grazie. My barber Nick is 84 years old, and he's from Milan. So he's always I'm practicing my Italian on him, and he's always shaking his head. So, but yeah.
I think it's pretty good.
Oh, thank you. So I've learned what to get away with. So yeah. There is you talk to someone and then they start speaking to you and you go, scusi, un momento prego, English? Will make it easier to do. Oh, sure. Dino, it's been wonderful chatting to you. Really appreciate your time. Looking forward to meeting you in South Africa. And,
Thank
you
you.
know, yeah, with the team want to know anything, if you need to know anything about Sun City or Cape Town, I'm there to chat. All the South African team will be happy. We love showing off our country. We love bragging. The community, the staff at the hotels are amazing. They love talking to people from overseas, telling about their stories as well. So you're going to have a very special time. It's truly a wonderful place here.
Amazing. Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Have a safe trip, and we will see you in Sun City.
Thanks.
Cool.
Bye.
Okay, awesome. Ciao, ciao. Bye.
Ciao, ciao.
That was Martina and Pisano. I think I'm getting that right. Coming to South Africa. What an incredible story and journey into the sport of powerlifting, from coming to the UK to learn English, to staying, to getting a citizenship, to getting the opportunity to train with Paul and some of the English crew, and then making it onto the team, getting in, suggested that she apply, getting the reserve position, getting onto the team, and now coming out to South Africa. Absolutely love the story. What an incredible sport this is. What an amazing community. Thank you for your time. Thank you for listening. We have Emanuela coming up at 6 p.m. South Africa time. Please do join us then. And she will be followed by Wayne Loubser from South Africa. Looking forward to chatting to him about his time and journey into powerlifting. Very cool Instagram handle. We'll chat about that as well. And we'll be closing out the day with Dr. Simon Lawson chatting all things chiropractics, recovery, maintenance, and so on. Thank you for your time. Looking forward to chatting with you and seeing you a little bit later for Coffee and Conversations with Champions, the Powerlifting Edition by Emmett Media. I'm Nicholas Single.